Yo, so what's good, fam? It's your man Jay, and I'm back with another episode. This is the heaviest day of New Comic Book Day Wednesdays in recent memory that I've ever seen. So today I'm going to go through this video as quickly as possible to show you guys what's in my bag. Alright, so like I said, today was the heaviest day that I've ever seen as far as new comic books coming out, as far as good quality, dope comic books to come out. You got stuff from Marvel, I got stuff from DC, Image, Valiant, Aftershock, Boom, Black Mask. Almost every comic book publisher that you can think of has something in the game today. So I'm going to first start off, I'm going to go from small stack to next stack to next stack to major stack. I'm going to jump around a little bit to show you guys what I picked up. Alright, so first up is Aftershocks, The Girls of Dimension 13, number 2. That series has been pretty good. I'm starting off with that one because I wanted to also get a plug in for a new segment that I'm going to start, and it's going to be review of 2 or 2 of review, something like that. I'm going to work out the name of it, but usually when people start picking up new comic books and they start off with the first issue, it really takes you until issue 2 to decide whether you want to keep it on your pull list or you want to continue with that particular series. So I'm going to do like every time I have a number 2 issue that's out for a new comic book, I'm going to do a separate review for those, just so you guys can see, you know, if it's something I'm going to keep, you know, if it's going to be a thumbs up or, you know, a thumbs down, whatever it is. So that's what I'm going to do for that. But I'm pretty sure that one's going to stay on the list because number 1 was awesome. Next up is Black Mask. This is Alice in Leatherland, issue 2. This is also going to be a candidate for that 2 in review. Moving on to Boom Studios, and this is Abbott 1973 by Saladin Ahmed and Semi Kavila. This has been a great series so far. I do believe that this is going to be the end of the arc for this one. Remember, they had Abbott, and then the second series was Abbott 1973. I picked up 2 covers for that. I'm digging that cover. It's kind of a sinister looking cover. Next up is from Vault Comics. This is Money Shot number 11. And this is an adult only comic book, so no kids should be picking up this particular comic book. Hope I'm not giving you a blueprint of what to look for, but yeah. This is another cover. I can't show you the actual cover, so they put a little, you know, template cover in place so you can see this instead of the explicit cover that actually is behind it. But this is also going to be a new arc for Money Shot. They're starting a new series. I think the first one was 1 to 5, and this is 6. The next one was 6 to 10, and this is number 11. So it fulfills, you know, that different side of comic books that a lot of people like. And last is going to be from Valiant Comics. This is one of my favorites. This is Shadow Man number 2, and this is also going to go on my 2 in review. So y'all stay tuned and check out that as well. That's one of my favorites with Jack Boniface. And Jack Boniface, I said Boniface with a D. Jack Boniface. And the Loa and Baron Samedi and all of those guys. So it's a New Orleans based comic book. And as I always say, New Orleans is my favorite city. So, you know, check that out. Moving on to DC Comics, and DC Comics this week has had some nice little hitters because it's some new stuff coming out. Starting off with DC's Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, number 1. I don't know a lot about this, but I know that this is a black character, and I saw a write-up about the guy who actually wrote it. Forgive me, I'm going to put your name in the bottom so on the screen so people can see it. I forgot the guy who wrote it, but I saw on Facebook in my Blurred Core group that there was an article about it, so that's what caught my attention. Plus, this is a pretty dope cover, in my opinion, anyway. Next up is the return of Dwayne McDuffie's Milestone Comics, and this is it's an imprint under imprint of DC, but Dwayne McDuffie created most of these characters along with Dennis Cowan and some other people. But this is Milestone Returns #1. You see, you got my man Icon on the cover. You got Static. You got Rocket. You got Hardware. Don't know who this is, so I gotta do some research to find out who these two characters are. But you know, the main one is Icon, Static, Rocket, and Hardware. Can't wait to see if Blood Syndicate comes out as well. And I picked up a second cover of that. This is a blank cover, and this is for whenever I do get to go to another Comic-Con. Hopefully I'll get somebody there that can sign it or maybe do a little sketch on it or something. Next up from DC Comics is Teen Titans Academy #3, and I've been picking up this one strictly because of the new female character Bolt, who is like a black female Flash type character. I know that they were trying to hunt her down and bring her back to Amanda Waller. That was in Suicide Squad #3, I believe. But this is the continuation, so that's why I picked up this Teen Titans one. Plus the cover's pretty smooth. Next up is The Other History of the DC Universe. This is book 4. And I don't know a lot about this one. I know that this is, I guess it's about a character, Renee Montoya. I don't know her actual superhero name, or if she's a villain or anything like that. But I thought it was cool, and it was a minority, quote-unquote minority character. I think she's Hispanic. But I also picked up the other cover of that one as well. So yeah, I'm gonna read up on that. Eventually I'm gonna get around to it. And I think this was that one actually was also written by John Ridley as well. And John Ridley, he's actually gonna be doing the new Black Panther series. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited for that. I think he's a great writer. He did a great job with the Black Lightning DC universe, with the other history of the DC universe, that particular book. So I really like that one a lot. I think he's going to do a great job with Black Panther when that comes out soon. Switching over to my thickest stack, and this is my Marvel stack. And this is Maestro #5, War and Pax. Looks like Maestro and Dr. Doom are going to go head to head. This is Marvel Heroes Reborn #4. Has the Dr. Spectrum toy variant cover. It's the variant edition. I didn't get the cover A for that one. I like that one better, and I wasn't gonna spend a lot of money getting a whole bunch of covers for that, because I got a lot of covers for, you know, that main guy. This is Heroes Reborn Young Squadron. Saw some characters that I thought I'd be interested into, so I picked this one up. It's a tie-in for that Heroes Reborn series with Marvel. Of course, I got Miles Morales. This is that Clone Saga, going off into the Clone Wars with him. This is issue #26, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This is also by Saladin Ahmed. I think there's a couple other covers for that, but I think they're variant covers that you would have had to order, but that's what my comic book shop had. Next, this thick stack that's left, this is all Black Panther 25. This is the end of the arc, the end of the run with Ta-Nehisi Coates. Like it, love it. You know, some people had their different feelings about it. I definitely had my different emotions in regards to it. So it's the end of the arc. I'm glad that it's over, and I'm anxious to see some new writing under. Like I said, John Ridley is going to pick up the head title of author of the next series of Black Panther. I'm excited for that. But it's Black Panther, so I have been staying with the run. I'm never going to end my run. It's going to have to go horribly left for me to actually say I'm not going to buy a Black Panther comic book. So, but I'm going to go quickly through the covers for this. I'm going to move these because, as you see, it's a lot. This is the main cover, cover A. And I don't know if this is B or C, but this is the next cover. This is pretty dope. There was another cover kind of similar to it with the same colors on it that I saw at a Comic-Con that I didn't pick up that I regretted. It's cover B or C, whichever. It's pretty dope. It's like a welcome to Wakanda, you know, Black Panther with the kids. You know, T'Challa was for the kids. This is the Juan Cabal Flemish Renaissance fine art variant, and this is a homage to that Fantastic Four cover back in the day when T'Challa set the trap. He invited the Fantastic Four to Wakanda, and then he attacked them, and he was basically just testing out their skills to see if they were worthy, you know, for him to help them or for them to deal with each other. So that's always a nice looking book. This one is the Carmen Carnero cover. This is the Ibn Coelho Fine Art Deco cover. This is the Joshua Cassara Byzantine cover with the little tiles. That tile art is pretty dope. Move these because stack's getting full. This is that, looks like a Andy Warhol painting, but this is the R&B Silva cover. This is the Nastasia Bustos cover. This is looks like the Art Brut African fine art variant. It's a nice looking cover. This is the Patrick Gleason cover. This was a sought after cover. A lot of people, you know, ordered multiple copies of this one. This is also the one that with the Spider-Man. This is the Spidey cover, they call it, because of the Spider-Man web head with the various colors to it. But this is kind of similar, by Patrick Gleason. This is the Peach Momoko. Normally I don't like Peach Momoko's covers, but this one is super dope. It kind of looks like a wood art type of deal. But I thought this one was smooth. This is one of my favorite covers out of all of them. It's true artistic cover. This is the Heroes Reborn variant, where T'Challa is dressed in the Ronin garb. So I think you have to stay tuned to that Heroes Reborn to find out about why he has on the Ronin garb. So he's the second brother to wear the Ronin garb, because remember Blade wore it for a bit before Hawkeye, or after Hawkeye. But I got two covers of those because I really dug that particular cover. So that's my my Marvel pickups. I know it's a lot of Black Panther stuff, so. And moving right along, I'm about 13 minutes into this video. I'm trying to do it all in under 20. Try to keep you guys tuned in. So next up, we're going to move on to Image Comics, and this is Spawn number 318. And this is another cover. And this is the Todd McFarlane cover. You know, he always does a cover with all the different covers they put out for Spawn. And this is the one that's leading up to the finale. They're about to go into the Spawn universe, so I think that's why it has The King is Coming. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next with Spawn in the Spawn universe. Next we have Rodney Barnes. Shout out to Mr. Rodney Barnes and Jason Sean Alexander. They're Facebook friends. Shout out to them. This is the award-winning Philadelphia series by Image, and this is number 13. I didn't like the other cover for that one, so I only picked up that one. Usually I pick up multiple covers for Philadelphia as well, but you know. This is a slept-on series. This is Two Moons by Image Comics. This is a pretty good one as far as if you're into that like life after death type, zombie type thing, and the different creatures. So that's a pretty good book. This is my man John Henderson and Mr. Garvey. This is Shadecraft number 3, and shout out to them. This is by Image Comics. This particular series actually sold out before it hit stores, so they're gonna do a second run of it. So shout out to them. It's a real good series. And this is the second cover. I like these second covers. I'm not sure who's been doing them, but they've been pretty dope. I think Lee Garbet has been doing these as well, but his work is impeccable, so check that out. And finally, the last, I think this is last, nope, I got one more series over here, but Bitterroot had a big week. We're trying to make Bitterroot number 13 the best-selling comic book of this week, the highest-selling comic book of this week. So I picked up cover A. It's number 13, and this is if you're collecting Bitterroot, if you put all the covers together, you'll see that it makes a big panoramic vision, big panoramic image. So this is the last one, I think, in that. Nope, I think 14 may be the last one. But if you put them all together, they make a bigger picture, which is dope to me. But the variant cover for this one is this one. So if you look at it close, if you're pretty old school, you'll know what cover this is from. This is actually another, like they did the movie homage covers. So this is another one for that. And I'm kind of stalling so y'all can try to figure out what cover is from, where did it come from. But if you can't figure it out, it's the Beat Street cover. So if you're an old school hip hop head, you'll love this one with that Beat Street theme. And all right, so with the Beat Street cover, I actually picked up multiple copies. Like I said, we're on a run trying to make Beat Street or Bitterroot the best-selling comic book of this week. It's an award-winning comic book, and yeah, it's dope. You know, so make sure you go out, you do your part, you pick up a copy of Bitterroot. You'll love the story, even if you have to pick up the trades to go back to the beginning to find out more if you haven't been picking it up. But definitely get on the train, because Bitterroot is one of the dopest comic books, if not the dopest comic book out. Look for it because it's going to be in a movie. Regina King is going to be directing. I forget which studio is actually going to be funding it. There's word that Ryan Coogler, or she's going to be the producer. I think Ryan Coogler is in talks to become the director. So, you know, anything that Ryan Coogler touches turns to gold. So pick that up and, you know, find out about the story. Stay tuned. I'm gonna do one episode completely about Bitterroot, the comic book. So kind of get that information out to people so they'll know something to pick up as far as like if you're diving in. This is a great comic book. Can't talk enough about it. I love the creators of it, Mr. Walker, Mr. Brown, Mr. Green. Salute. This is a dope cover. I love these covers, so y'all pick that up. Right before I get out of here, I'm going to show you the last thing that I picked up, and this is The Last Ronin, number 3. If you're a Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle fan, you'll love this series. This is the last one in the series. It's going to tell you more about what happened and why this is the last Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle, what happened to the rest of the guys, and you'll find out what happened to The Last Ronin. So check that one out. And I also picked up the variant cover as well. So these, I think I got a couple of covers of number 1, so I think they're going to be a little bit more valuable than cover price, or more than what I paid for them. So in the eventuality that I decide to get rid of some, which I do plan on doing once the value goes up, I might trade it for something or just sell it, you know, who knows. But it's The Last Ronin, number 3, and this is by IDW. This is the 1 in 10 variant. This is the regular cover. So yeah. So that's what's in my bag this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that, you know, makes you want to go out to your local comic book store and pick up a comic book. It's relaxing. It gets you that quick takeaway. Normally when you read a book, you get into a novel, it's the art of escapism. You find out different science fiction worlds and different places you can go. You can go anywhere, whether it's science fiction or regular. You know, you always find something for you. I think that it's a great thing, so pick up a comic book. It's a quick fix to escaping a little bit, escaping reality, having fun, just imagining different things. That's why I love comics. I think it helps people evolve, you know, evolve your mind, evolve your thought process, evolve who you are as a person. So thanks for joining me on What's in My Bag. Continue to evolve and continue to check me out, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. and I appreciate you for joining me again on Evolutionary Comics. It's for the people, man. It's your man Jay, and I'm out. Yeah, so this week that new comic book day was hitting hard. I'm telling you, yo. It was so many new books coming out, so many great series continuing. I was loving it. All the dope covers. I hope you guys saw something in there that you were digging, that you liked, that made you want to go out and pick up some comic books yourself. First off, I want you guys to definitely support that Bitter Root comic book because that is one of the dopest out. And all the comic books are really dope. I just want you guys to support that Bitter Root. I want you guys to go find something in my list that you really was digging. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you guys like. Go out to your local comic book shop and get you something that you like. If there's something you want me to check out, let me know. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, all of that. It's Evolutionary Comics, baby. 'Cause we do this for the people. Yeah, holla at your boy.